All right, week 9 of the Contender Series, we saw an outstanding performance from Javid Basharat. He took on the undefeated Oron Kahlon, and this fight was sensational. Javid Basharat did whatever he wanted, took him down, beat him up on the feet, and then, of course, got a guillotine in the 3rd round. Just a sensational performance, 11-0, all finishes. You want to keep an eye on this guy. Now, he got the contract, and he gets his first fight in the UFC, taking on Trevin Jones. Trevin Jones, lots of experience, been in the UFC for a while, 20 professional fights, very agile, athletic, and very, very fast hands. You're going to want to see this fight. But if you missed that masterclass from Javid Basharat, check out this tape.
All right, let's fight.
Basharat's in the blue. Kahlon is in the red. Laura, you mentioned Basharat has a well-rounded game. Of his 10 finishes, 5 TKOs, 5 knockouts, 5 submissions. Excuse me.
And as I was watching tape on both of these fighters, they really have pretty similar striking styles, which is interesting because Kahlon really comes from this complete mixed bag of arts that he has studied over a very long lifetime in martial arts, but they're kind of mirrors of each other in many ways.
Did you hear what Basharat just said a second ago?
No. I did not.
He kicked him and he said, hey, you didn't like that one, did you?
Oh,
you didn't like that
talk
one.
a little bit. I like that.
Well, he was yapping a little bit in the weigh-in, so he's like, okay, buddy, I'll do my talking in the ring, and I'll do my talking while I'm talking to you in the ring, if that makes sense. My proverbial talking and my literal talking.
I got you.
Come on, Brendan, help me out here. And I'll tell you what, Basharat looking real good now.
Stiff kick from Kahlon. Basharat gets the takedown off of it.
See, this looks like my concern was granted. As I say, Kahlon, tremendous record, you know, but if you're just beating guys that have 1 or 2 fights or in, you know, a lack of experience, it's kind of easy to do that. Basharat, you know, again, you know, when you're starting your career, you're not going up against champions of the world, of course, but he's fought a little bit better competition so far at this stage. And I'll tell you what, Basharat getting off to a great start, looked really sharp, punished those calves. Now he's on top, trying to pass from half guard. See, he's got that instep on the thigh there. He's going to try and
I think he's still talking to him, too.
Yeah.
I like it.
We need to mic these guys up. Yeah. Oh, beautiful elbow there from Basharat.
Yeah, see, he went to the body first, then came to the head. I tell you, Basharat looks fantastic.
Using a variety of grounded pound here. 3 minutes to go in round 1. Still hasn't escaped top half. Still talking.
Oh, he's
almost through, though.
He's going to give Kevin Holland a run for his money.
Wants to keep things on the ground.
Now, Kahlon does, of course, have 10 wins by way of submission, so he's going to need to be very careful and defensively sound here, does Basharat.
That was a big elbow, though. Oh. Love it, just chipping away. And that's with the point of the elbow.
Oh, man, that left a nasty cut below the left eye of Kahlon, and another one gets through. Look out.
He's on fire here. He is looking really good. I tell you, he looks UFC ready.
Yes, he
Everything
does.
I've seen so far is what Dana wants to see. The pressure, the selection, the explosiveness, the nastiness, the confidence, and what I believe to be the finishing ability that we may see soon, pardon me. But we've only got a minute 50.
He is almost passed through to mount. Kahlon holding on to that half guard for dear life, but it almost doesn't matter to Basharat. He's doing such a good job of landing strikes from this sort of 3/4 mount position.
Oh, another big right and another one. Herb Dean is keeping an eye on things. These have been some heavy blows on the ground. Basharat has been on the money with that elbow.
Oh, I think Herb Dean's going to step in pretty soon. If he continues this pace of attack, then it's understandable.
Oh,
softening
those
up
are
the
some
body now.
thudding shots right there.
Yeah, you hear the thud. Often you don't get that. I mean, there's a lot of power.
And for bantamweights as well. I mean, these are not the biggest guys. Oh, Von Flue-ish position here. At least some deep shoulder pressure.
I mean, you see the damage opened up on Oron Kahlon is now. Basharat close to full mount. Kahlon still scrambling on the ground, eating every bit of the shots he's lapping.
Basharat needs to get out of there. The leg that he's standing on, just kick on the backside, a kick on the butt, and pull the other one out. Or just stand and do it. That's easier. Trying to pass guard again. I mean, this is all Javid Basharat in this round. It's just been a showcase, to be honest.
20 seconds to end it in the first round. If he continues to find a hole for some heavy ground and pound, he's opening up now.
This might spell the end.
Kahlon trying to hang on. Final 10 here. And I think Kahlon is going to survive to see the second round here after Basharat just dominated him through 5 minutes.
Fight.
Second round is underway. You heard the instructions from the Oron Kahlon corner. Low kicks. They want him to stay on the feet, but Javid Basharat pretty decorated there as well.
Well, he needs to get some respect back. He's got to bring himself into this fight. That was, in my opinion, a clear 10-8 round for Basharat. For this, Kahlon, unless he's going to get dominated for another round, needs to assert himself, needs to let go with the hands. I agree, limit the kicks up high, because Basharat had a clear advantage on the ground.
Basharat with a heavy shot to the body.
I mean, fair play to Basharat for taking that and firing back. That was heavy.
I think the footwork and the movement of Basharat is really giving Kahlon some problems. Basharat has that Taekwondo background and is just so good at moving in and out of the pocket and laterally as well, that as soon as Kahlon thinks to do something, Basharat is just, not there.
And it's not just that. I mean, you're right, I agree. It's the speed as well.
Yes.
Basharat, the reality is speed kills. He's just faster. And then now he's having fun. Look, now he's going for the question mark, the spinning kick, the calf kick. He's really letting it go. Big moment, though.
Wow. Basharat spins him around, takes the back, and he's once again in the driver's seat on the ground. Kahlon saw the door open a little bit, and Basharat was able to reverse. And now we'll see a little bit more of the grappling, perhaps, of Basharat after mostly ground and pound in round one.
Kahlon doing well to control the wrist here of Basharat, but he's going to need to be able to spin in and possibly turn into Basharat, but that's hard going there.
Don't grab that fence!
You tell him, Herb. He wasn't messing about that.
No, he wasn't.
He took that
That's a hard
personally.
warning on that fence grab. Do it again. I'm taking a point.
Well, there you go. I mean, it perhaps prevented a takedown right there.
Yeah, well, that's it. If it prevents a takedown, they should take a point. To be honest, I don't think we're going to a judge's scorecard with this fight.
Oh, Basharat getting the legs wrapped up here.
Neutralized by that left arm of Kahlon. Halfway through round two.
I was just about to say, he's really not in any danger of being guillotined there, and now he definitely isn't, having passed into side.
And if round one was anything to go by, then we know that Kahlon's going to start raining down elbows. Or maybe he's going to look for a submission now.
Knee on belly. Does he slide over to mount? Or does he unleash some more ground and pound? Which is what did the heavy damage in the first.
Nice try, though, by Kahlon.
Hey, use your right elbow. Right elbow, look it over. All the way through. Good. Now it's out. You get him with that right elbow, too. Minute 30 left. That right elbow up. 130 left. Those elbows now. 1 minute and a half, 90 seconds. Hey, watch the ball and roll. Watch the ball and roll. Good. There we go, Danny. Have doors open. Good. You can go up to 3-4 if you want. We want to give it to you. You have to go back to mount real fast. Work him, Javid, a little bit. Last minute, 10 seconds, you can work him.
Coming up on a minute to go round two. Basharat stuck in top half there. Just kind of held close by Kahlon, who now has full guard back in the final minute.
Yeah, the pace is slowed here, definitely. In the first round, here Basharat was going to work, teeing off on him. And he looked really good. I mean, this has been a good display from both men here. Certainly a better round for Kahlon. Still losing the round, of course, but he's not getting destroyed like he did in the first round.
Well, Kahlon's jiu-jitsu game has really been, you know, sort of just dampered to the point where he's trying to prevent the strikes of Basharat more so than being able to mount any offense of his own. Because the strikes of Basharat from top position have been nasty, from the elbows to the strikes to the body that sound like he's hitting a side of beef. I mean, I can understand why Kahlon is focused a little bit more on defense than finding submissions of his own.
Short time here. He's got his left arm pinned down. Dominant position here. Some elbows. But we will head to a third round. Third and final round here between these two bantamweights. Javid Basharat has never been to a third round in his career until now.
Ooh. And that was the voice of the great Jake Shields in the corner of Javid Basharat. So certainly a fantastic resource to have there. One of the best jiu-jitsu players in the MMA. Look at that. I mean, this is a good idea. You know, he's shown he's competent on the ground, and he's already shown he's competent on the feet. But let's give Dana White a treat. Let's give him a display, show him what you're made of, what you can do. Because it seems on the feet he's one step ahead. He's faster. He's got the shot selection. He's got the speed.
The fight IQ as well. I mean, I think that they were having a conversation about his gas tank, and I mean, how well thought out to say, okay, maybe this second round we're still dominating, but we take our foot off the gas just a bit, and now we're in the third, you let it go.
Yeah, no, it's like you don't need to save any gas for round 4 because there is no round 4. So let it go. Leave it all in the octagon. And he's looking sharp anyway. The guy looks like he can go 5 rounds.
He's complaining for a low blow, but not affecting him enough where he wants to back off.
I mean, at this point, Kahlon just seems, I mean, he seems like he doesn't even know what to do here, Michael. I'd love to see him get something going, get a jab going, start moving laterally, but standing right here in front of the fence, not a great place to be.
No, the reality is, though, it's incredibly difficult when you're outmatched. And I think that's what we're seeing here. You know, Basharat is just too fast. You know, the reality is he's the better fighter here tonight. You know, and for Kahlon, there it is. You can only take so many of them. He should have called him back up, to be fair. Maybe a little bit of inexperience there. Got a little excited, wanted to finish the fight. But he said, no. Come on, bud. Stand back up on that butchered calf of yours.
Instead, guard closed for the moment for Oron Kahlon. Final 3 minutes. Both fighters undefeated. Kahlon 16-0 coming into this one. Basharat has been dominant throughout to keep that record unblemished as he looks to move to 11-0 and, of course, get that contract top half.
And did we say Basharat has all finishes as well?
Yes.
Because if that's the case, then you got to give it to Kahlon, because nobody else so far has managed to pass or withstand this amount of damage.
I mean, the top pressure of Basharat is just incredible here. Kahlon, an excellent jiu-jitsu player, just really stymied by the top half game of Basharat.
Stymied.
I said it.
I like it.
It's a good word.
Stymied.
Thank you.
Accurately describes what's happening.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take it.
Oh, heavy elbow and another.
Non-stop punches, Jack. Non-stop punches. Let's go. You want minute 45.
Full mount now for Basharat.
Good.
Kahlon scrambles out of it.
Right elbow. Right elbow. Good.
And now Kahlon just hanging on, 90 seconds to go. Hands locked.
You're doing great. You're doing 85. Keep the pressure. Let's see if we get that finish.
I think your point earlier, Michael, would have been really interesting to see if this fight, if he had asked him to get back up on his feet, if this fight had played out on the feet.
That wasn't looking good. I mean, you got to feel for Kahlon in this because he's taking a lot of damage. Those calf kicks were incredibly nasty. The elbows have been vicious, and now he's looking for a finish. He's going to try and choke him out here.
Oh, he's got the guillotine. That is tight. He's going to
Oh,
arch
the
into
trouble
it.
for Kahlon, and there's the tap. The finish streak is intact. Javid Basharat by submission in the third round.
Where's my fucking contract? I made him suffer for that one. 11-5 win streak.
Herb Dean calls a stop to the contest at 4 minutes and 12 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by tap out due to guillotine choke, Javid Basharat.